All right. All right. Well, I don't really like the 1 minute like that, but we can trade it. What is it? What's the data? Data. What time is it? Okay, perfect. So 9 a.m. So most of this happened. All right, cool. So let's just do sessions indicate as well. Custom session. It's Holy Kid Asia. And that's John's keys. Alright, that's full of Asia. Alright, I really don't care. Alright, well. Alright, now let's just mark out everything that's going on right now. So I'll keep that there. Right. Boom, took out that high. We had over boom. Think about that. What do we do? Got a reaction over here. Shusha, another reaction right here. All I'm trying to. I'm focused. Alright, cool. Whatever. So just marking up all this right here of what we had. Retest and stuff like that. And alright. Now, so, I don't want to get too deep. We're just marking up all the things. Look decently. God. So we can. Alright, cool. So that. Now, and these have to go up. Now, alright, so buyers are induced. Alright, buyers were induced. What do we have? What did we have? We had retest on this low. We went up. They expect this low to be valid. We ran to that low. Alright, and now after we ran through both of these lows, we had our market structure shift, quote unquote. Right, we had a pullback. We had a pullback. Respected the low, and respected the high. Pullback once again, respected the high. And now we're just jumping down. Our sales are ultimately induced. And what do we still have here? We still have these buys, right? That look like they are already induced. So yeah, they did. So alright, cool. Then we had. So now. He's a bot. Whole liquidity build up. Let's put it that way. Alright. But we don't really care about that. Now sellers. Alright, cool. Now we finally have our push up. Now this really starts getting interesting. Alright. We took out these highs. Oh. Took out these highs right here. Came all the way down. Broke structure, right? And I was looking for a reversal. Now trapped. Right here. The market kind of tells you if it was a reverse or not. It was starting to show signs. But now what do we have? So in general, we just have this all this build up. In general. Alright, we did have a little break, cool. But then again, still retest. I'm saying we bro, all these things. Retest everything, right? I'll keep on playing it. We have our double bottoms. That's goes with a small slight liquidity, but again, double bottoms, right? We have our slight pullback, and then we finally have our break, right? That's what if you're looking to buy off of here, but also they'll be looking for sales from this high because this high. But all that structure now. In general, look for sales. We trap the buyers still buying from that high, but then again we have a huge reaction. So now they're rent trading, right? We continue up, right? Continue up. Sellers are being trapped. Then again, we do. So we don't want to. Okay, so number one, if we're gonna buy, how are we gonna scare the buyers, and how are we gonna make them have doubt? Right, same thing. How are we gonna make them have doubt? And how are we gonna give the sellers more hope by inducing them? Right. So now look, 9 a.m. opens. Cool. We react off of here. Alright. What are people thinking now? We just had this break. They're looking at this high as a protected high. What do? We trap them. Right? Now, buyers or sellers are kind of getting suspicious now. Right? They're kind of getting a little suspicious. They're starting to lose confidence. And that's when we actually trap all the buyers, right? So how I'm looking at this is, yeah, we had this false move up. So I'm looking at set the buy, take them out. Right, now we still have this, whatever. We react off of this one in general. Right, we have buyers at this low, and now off the bat they're looking to take a buy from here. Stop right there for continuation. What happens? Okay, interesting. Another one. Now let me see, 1 to 2 hits. Okay, 1 to 2 does not hit. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Whatever. So now look. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Now we're just kind of pushing up. had a little pullback, pushed up, broke structure. We got a small little trap going on here, right? But we keep on getting retest and kind of like a sell build up, big structure and things like that, right? That's what's going on. Right? And overall, they had their limits. Right here, expecting the same price. They get induced. I mean, sellers get induced. Buyers get trapped. As you know, we start to go up once again. Now, with the market chasing, with people chasing the market, they have stops most likely right here. Looking at this as a clear sign of continuation, right? Now they have the whatever. Market hits the TP because the market's pretty weird sometimes. I know. I do have to admit, market is pretty weird sometimes. Okay, never mind. They don't have to TP. I was just about to. And I thought a bit lower. Perfect. Right. Trap. Our job is to read this stuff. We're not. The market's gonna eventually show what it wants to do. It's kind of just up to us, so. And I don't really take no trades that's like not super clear to me. Alright. Now what are we doing? Well, look at direction, right? If we look at this, we had a push up and then we had push down. Going to 15 minutes, let's see. So we had our retest on there. Right? Pushed up, broke structure to here. After that, we came down a lot of momentum. Trapping all these buyers at this low. Proceeds back up. Now what does it do? Number one, what does it want to do? It needs to induce sellers. I think we're going to continue down. Which overall, we might actually continue down. Dependent. I don't really want to look too deep into that. But what can we do? We have these imbalances that quote unquote need to be filled. I haven't really looked at imbalances yet, but they quote unquote need to be filled. So we're at that low. Right, and then we have retest at this high. Right here. What are we doing now? We need to, number one, induce sellers. So that's what I'm kind of getting at. Is this forced? Do we have to? And what's enough to induce sellers? Now when we bought, have small pullback, pushing up sellers, are definitely gonna be induced. Now going back, like onto this 5 minute, we obviously tapped in there. Trying to bring this thing. Cool. No, I don't want to get too caught off track, but now overall, trying to induce buyers. Right, we start buying like this. Start creating higher highs, higher lows. Now having a whole buy build up. I don't usually like market trend line, but now we have this whole buy build up. Perfect. Now, what do we do? Buy build up. Buys. And also have sellers at this high. What does it do? Takes them out perfectly. Induces the most buyers we can induce. Right? Takes them out. Perfect. Now buyers are induced. Now what are we left with? Number one, we're reacting over here. So we got that. And number three. So we, in general, could go all the way up there. But we don't have to. See what the market does is pretty interesting. Perfect. We didn't actually. Oh, did we? Technically, shoot. Wow. Okay, so my bias was wrong in general. Which is pretty. It's okay. So this was a trap. I need to identify traps. This overall was a trap. Taking out that low is probably enough. And then we decide to go up. Interesting overall taking on them. Continue to play it. Oh, frick. Alright. Wow, it's just continuing up. Wow. Right, you would think a reversal would happen by now. Nah, brother. What is it doing? What is it doing? Price action is definitely kind of weird. Slightly. Now we found out some shit up was down. But not all the way. Going on hourly. Turn it hourly because I definitely do want to see what's going to go happen. Alright. Well, in general, so that I'm just looking for a Somebody believe but that from trying to be the pain. Take me to my limits. Girl, when I break it up. Get out. Sure. Let's do it. Riding. Pony. Saturn. There's waiting. Coming. Up on it. I'm sitting here flossing. Someone for how I choose things I'll do to you. You and your body. For every single portion. Send you tears up and down your spine. Jesus for me, die. If you're you riding up on something with waiting on you, jump on. Alright. Now overall, we also have a little box right here. Now here's what you can do. One, it can retrace deeper into the box, scare them off, give them confidence, induce these sellers, right? So if we had a break right here, sellers won't be induced because it's a break of structure. Even though we retraced far, the only thing we did was just scare them. So now sellers are automatically induced, and these offset sellers, buyers are automatically induced, and now these sellers have no confidence because we just broke the high that created this whole thing, right? Knowing that, what do we want to do? It's going to try to induce them some more. So it's going to try to induce the sellers. So it's going to go probably above the 50%. And then, boom, spike down, induce them. And we have huge push down. They get induced by simply momentum. They don't have to, whatever, they hop back in, or they hold their trade, or just add more position because of this huge momentum, right? Huge momentum. And then overall, become pull back, right? Inducing the seller some more, right? Trapping. Trapping these buyers. And then after that, what does it do? We know we have sellers at this high now because they see this as the protected high because we just retraced deeper and we had this huge push. So now they're saying, okay, maybe I was overthinking. I'm tripping out. Let me just hop back in. I knew this block was valid overall. So they hop back in, even in a larger position probably, and we induce them some more. Trapping these buyers. What we do, we create we create lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We have multiple breaks, right? Multiple breaks, stuff like that. Now, every time we break, they're saying that highs are protected. So they're looking to sell off this high, right? So we have a small pullback, and there we go. Bow. Boost up to this high. Now, overall, we have people and this low as well looking to take a trade, right? Looking to take a trade because we had a reaction right here, potentially, right? We overall trap them, right? We trapped them, but it's all right though, because why? We have another line of defense. We have a lot. They're saying we have another line of defense, which is this high right here, right? So now what it's gonna do, since I hit this box, it's because it ran through this box right here, does not mean that buyers are induced or sellers are trapped. They're saying, hey, I'm gonna be hopping out my position if it breaks past this. What it's gonna do, induce sellers some more. Break structure, right? It's gonna break structure, induce some sellers some more, doing the same thing it did right here. I was tripping out. I knew it was gonna reverse. I'm gonna add another one. After that, no mercy on them. Bow. Trap them. No mercy on them. No mercy. Because it's doing the same thing. It repeated the same thing right here. We already have sellers right here that doing the same thing. Hopping in larger position. And now they're induced because, they thought they was overthinking, da-da-da. Break structure. Instant trap. Trap them all out. They get trapped. Now what? Buyers are now induced. And they're saying that this low is protected low, right? And then we continue up, right? They say this high is protected high. I'm gonna take this thing my bobs out. Whatever. All right, but they say this low is protected low now, because we broke structure. Right? Pull back, fill the orders. Ultimately, let's say ultimately just trap these traders. Right? Trapped all the buyers. Took out them. Buyers are now induced. Right? I'm making this whole thing. This is crazy. But buyers are now induced to the market. With them saying that this is the protected low, this is protected low, this is protected low. Right? Now what it's gonna do, it's gonna probably just gonna continue all the way up. Give a huge reaction like this. Dang, I can sit here and make a whole thing, bro. I'm about to stop recording because this gonna take pretty long, bro. Alright, whatever though, but continue. Let's just say we boost up like that. A lot of momentum, right? We're not filling these orders in, whatever. But because we have a lot of momentum, buyers will automatically do some more. So, what the fuck? Potentially. I don't. Alright. But buyers gonna do some more. Alright, we have all these traders that's induced. They have stop loss right here, stop loss right here, stop loss here. And ultimately, probably stop loss right there, right? Now we reduced them. And now we come lower. Hitting them, right? Like, long story short, we hit them. And since we swept all our liquidity, what are we gonna do? And do some more buyers, right? Right, and then it could just go something like this. Wow. Long story short. Probably go up, retrace even deeper. For more momentum. We tried the Fibonacci. And we scared these traders up top. Hit the 8492 level. And then ultimately we go down because we scared them. And we created so much high highs, high lows that these sellers up here either hopped out or they have no limit here, they have no money here. Nobody's believing in this high because we created so much high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. Real time example. Alright, cool. Hopefully you get that. Look at him. I just the same. I'm telling you, this stuff is not written, bro. This stuff is not freaking. This stuff is not made up, bro. The same exact example I just showed. Same exact. Push down. What do we do? Push up one more. Scare these. Whatever. Bow. Literally same exact. Maybe you proceed it even lower as well, but whatever. Truth is sometimes but where are you? We know they like to predict. Get them out the market. Predict. Alright. Truth is sometimes. But where are you? I don't know, so I'm not gonna really OD, but it's going at 15 minute. Going at 5 minute. Right, what do we have? Keep on playing it. We have buys at this low. Let's buy it. What's their job? Job is to induce. Now how do we induce? Right. Come deeper, scare them out. Striking thing. What?
This nigga always eating, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
Nigga, what's that in your hand?
What are you talking about?
Are those doodle steams in your hand?
Yeah, I'm about to go to bed in literally like 5 minutes. So, and yeah.